How good is your pitch?
You think you strong.
Do you think you're strong?
You
or
think
do
you got
go
some
too
game?
Long? Okay? Because when you go too long, your pitch,
it loses the punch.
dude, it's like, I don't even know what that guy was talking about. He just talked and talked and talked and then talked. If you've ever found yourself there, I know I have.
Yep.
Have you?
Oh, yeah.
I still find myself doing that today. I'll be like,
Where am I at?
I had a guy pitching me a product the other day. Me and my wife walked away, and I said, "What'd you learn from him?" She's like, "He talks a lot, just
Oh, there we go.
on
There
and
we go.
on and on." Do you know the pitch? Do you know the steps? What is your goal in the pitch?
There is actually a format, and we have the steps for you to follow to make sure that when you are in your pitch, your elevator pitch, your cold call pitch, your in-person pitch, and you've got that tiny little window that you've actually got a game plan.
And I'm going to show you a little trick so that you don't have to write out your pitch, because I found out after that other show, a lot of people have trouble writing things out. You spend too much time writing. So I'm going to show you a little way today to draw your pitch out, okay? How much time do I have? 20 seconds? I'm going to show you how to draw a pitch. Sell 15% increase, okay? I just did my pitch in less than 9 seconds, okay? How good is your pitch, man? You got to be so freaking slick on your pitch. You should be more like stealth mode, more like the Predator than you would be like Rambo. What's your goal? Ask for attention. Make it sticky. Those are the 3 of 5 points that we gave you the last time we talked about this. What's the goal? Ask for attention. Sir, can I get your attention? You got to get people's attention. Number 3, make it sticky. So when he walks away, because you're not closing a deal here, you're making a pitch.
Yep.
When he goes away, you want that pitch to stay on him sticky, okay?
And another important thing that, is more the theory of this pitch that you kind of talked to before, dude, you got to be a predator. If you come off and you sound overly pitchy, it's a total red flag. And we actually talked about this in the sales meeting this morning. You've got to practice and know your pitch so well that it literally comes off like conversation.
And that's where you're going to see a lot of people talk about passion. Your pitch might want to have more conviction and less passion.
Yep.
You understand the difference? This is a big point, okay? A lot of people try to do the enthusiasm thing. Enthusiasm's everything. Well, no, not if the person you're talking to is not enthusiastic. You come off too enthusiastic. They're not. They're like, dude, what are you this is weird. You need conviction. I need conviction, okay?
Yep.
Hey, what do you do, Grant? My company increases sales 15% of any company, anywhere, any city, anytime. That's what we do. Increase sales, increase sales, increase sales, okay? Do you have a sales department? Who runs it? Okay. Do I have your attention? Oh, yeah, you got my attention now. Will you remember this? I could even ask him, will you remember this conversation when you leave here? What do I do, sir? What do I do?
Yep.
I increase sales 15% of any company, no matter how small or how large.
Now that's sticky. See, I mean, I know right now.
What do I do?
I've heard increased sales 15% 4 or 5 times in at least a.
I don't need him to hear 45 things. I want to stick the pitch. I want to stick it, and I have conviction, not.
Yep.
I'm not passionate. I'm not enthusiastic. I have conviction. That's the difference. What do we say every day right now with the end of the year coming, man?
With the end of the year?
Yeah.
Don't get whooped up on by Santa?
Yeah. We're like, man, we're running out of time now. You got to crush, crunch, push, shove. I mean, get everything you can. And the reality is, folks, this is the time of the year where that message is so much easier to pitch.
Totally.
But the reality is you guys need to be doing that on January 1, January 2, March 21st.
The thing is you really, we don't operate here on like a month.
No, never.
We're not like, oh, wow, the end of the month, the end of the year. I mean, every single day.
End of my life.
It's every day is like today is the day. We got to go all in today, every single day.
Okay, I've given it to you. What's your goal? Okay, when you're going to go do your pitch, you need to know on that elevator, in that cab, when you're sitting there for drinks, what's your goal of the pitch? What do you want him to do? Number 2, do I have your attention?
Bing.
Okay. Then you get it. My 4-year-old knows how to do this. Papa, can I have your full attention? Boom, you got it now.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm looking at my computer. So take the 20 seconds, take 3 seconds of that, and make sure he has the attention. And that's the last point, is make it sticky so no matter who that person is, if you're doing idle time for truck drivers, even a housewife that doesn't know anything about trucks, or even somebody that's never seen a truck in Africa, maybe never seen a truck, they're like, oh, I understand.
Yeah.
You get truck driver moving.
You save money.
I want y'all to try this drawing out. Try to draw it out, okay? If you can draw it out, particularly if you're not an artist, if you can draw it out, Literally draw it out. It's going to make it so much easier
Images.
to see what that is. If you can't draw it out, it's probably because you are confused about what your pitch is. All right? Okay, you guys out there think training doesn't work? You're getting freaking millions of dollars worth of training right here at whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. You're a 10X thinker. You're a hustler. You know you got abilities out there. Nobody gets great. Nobody. You need to understand this. Nobody gets great without preparation and training. It just doesn't happen. Everybody's born with muscle. You're born with muscle, bone, cartilage, and a brain.
Anybody can be good.
Okay, anybody. Look,
Anybody.
Everybody's got muscle. You don't grow those muscles until you go to the gym. Everybody's got a face. Everybody's got a mouth. Everybody learns a language.
Dude,
you got to work
good, average, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
But the people that operate in levels of greatness, they don't
the
get
show
there.
back
They
a
don't
second
get,
time.
They
Play
don't
the
get
show
there
a
by
third time.
accident. You
Okay.
know, it's professional athletes, top producing business people, anybody at the top of their field.
Preparation. Look, I spent 3 years with my first product not making any money because I told people too much. And it turned people off. I didn't even get my audience to understand who I was or what I did. When I walked away, all they understood was I was trying to change something, and they didn't want to change it. They're like, we're not changing anything. That guy's Mr. Change. That mistake I made for 3 years followed me for the next 15 years. 15 years later, people were still like, oh, that's that guy that wants to change everything. Cost me a lot of time and a lot of money. I don't want that to happen to you, big boy. Dude, you got some valuable advice today. What's that one thing you just said a few minutes ago? I want to remember that because we talk about that here.
Yeah, no, I said when you remind people of previous decisions that you've made, it invalidates what they've already done.
And makes them less likely to be able to make a decision with you because you've now reminded them, boop, that was bad. You know how many people don't get in relationships because the last one was bad? I'm like, when are you going to move on? Get into the future, baby. Create your life. Look, we're moving into the end of the year. It's time to hustle, man. It's time to get that muscle, hustle, push, shove. I don't care what you have to do. Early, get there early, stay there late, work the weekends. If you got to work freaking Santa Day, work it. Give up that bullshit. Keep your hustle straight, baby. And give up those friends that are confused or trying to give you bad information because they actually might be the enemy. You got some enemies out there, folks.
And they might be disguised as friends.
Y'all don't need to be
out.
worried about Korea. You need to be worried about the people around you that are pissing on your freaking thoughts and your dreams.